Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Bella, and today we're going to be doing a chakra Reiki sound healing session. And I'm going to be discussing this rare new moon solar eclipse portal, which is occurring in Taurus on April 30th, 2022. We're going to look at some of the April energies in the astrology going on right now. And then I'm going to finish up the video with a short oracle card session. So if you enjoy these videos and you want to leave me a tip or donation, you may do so at paypal.me/BellaImelda or Cash App at BellaImelda. And these are received with great love and gratitude, so thank you guys so much. Today we're listening to Manifest Miracles. It's attraction, elevate your vibration, angelic healing frequency music. And this is really going to go along with the manifestation energy of this new moon that we're moving into in a few days. The crystals that I'm working with today are also really supportive of that like new manifestation, new moon energy magic that we're really probably all able to feel right now. I recommend getting one of these if you can to use during meditation through this portal time. You can also just put them under your pillow when you sleep just to receive their energy. But I really recommend right now working with selenite for renewing, getting fresh energy. You can pair the selenite crystal with rosemary herbs, and this actually enhances protection and cleansing. You can burn the rosemary too, add it with your sage in like a bruja bowl or something. Also, obsidian, any black, deep black crystal, super powerful for absorbing negative energies. Also great for introspection and protection right now. I feel a lot of like energetic attacks. People have been describing smoky quartz as well for grounding and stress relief. Also purification crystal. I keep one in my windowsill. Rainbow moonstone for strengthening our intuition right now. I feel a lot of people's gifts have been coming on big time. And yeah, I'm going to light some sage right now. I have sage, mugwort, and a couple other herbs. I invite you to do the same if you would like. Just set the space. Get some crystals you want to work with today. I'm really feeling majorly to work with just the clear quartz crystals. I have this really great obelisk, and then I have like my larger chunk that I just love to meditate with. Also feeling carnelian is coming up a lot right now with that passionate, sensual energy moving into Taurus season. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and get some ice water. Like I said, light some sage, get whatever crystals you want to work with. Yeah, and then just get comfortable, get ready to receive some Reiki today. Reiki may stir up some things for you as we go through the session. We do the sound healing for each chakra. You may feel some stagnant like emotions, energy releasing, different sensations in different areas of the body where energy is moving, where it hasn't been. So just take it easy after this. Make sure you're getting enough rest. Drink lots of water. Allow yourself time to integrate through this like really intense portal we're moving through. And yeah, you can always, if you feel called, go back and listen to this healing as many times as you like. Each time you listen, you're going to receive the same healing, just with deeper insights to integrate fully each time. You know, each time you're going to hear it in a different way. It's like peeling back the layers of an onion. You're going to integrate it deeper and deeper, and then, you know, you'll get to the point where you just maybe, you know, move on to the next one now. So when you're ready, please just take 2 deep breaths with me. Begin to come into your center. Feel yourself kind of slow down. Slip into a calm, peaceful state. Try to release the tension from your body. And just relax your shoulders, relax the muscles in your face. Try to let go of any thoughts and still the mind. I'm going to do a clearing now and cast a protective circle where we send away any negative, unseen influences that may be trying to disturb or cause harm. We're clearing them away now. We're sending them on their way back to their perfect place. Please go in peace. If there are any portals or anything open that we're unaware of, they're now closed and sealed. We ask that a white protective bubble of light be cast around us, shielding us in the physical, mental, and astral during this healing session today. Only the light may be here, all else must go. We call in all galactic counterparts and higher positive beings of light who wish to assist today. We call in our higher selves, the angelics, our future selves, any other beings of the light that wish to assist today. Please deliver any messages that need to come through. We're now fully protected and safe in God's armor of light. So it is. So I'm going to tap in now and begin sending Reiki remotely. Continue just relaxing, just try to slip deeper into a calm state of peaceful acceptance, just ready to receive the Reiki, just be open to it. You'll feel the Reiki connection flow like a warm, tingly sensation, like an etheric hug, just moving through the body. The connection is going to last throughout the video, but I'm going to be directing it through to each chakra now through the sound healing. We're going to tap in for the collective of those tuning in and listening to this video right now, anyone connecting in with this healing, and just to see what each energy center needs, where we can bring in more balance, what is flowing nicely. I'm going to be using the tuning forks to balance and clear each energy center. The tones, the frequencies, they break up the stagnant energy and they align each chakra back to its proper vibrational state. Each tuning fork goes, I have one for each chakra at a different frequency. And it really just is a great way to release the energy that your body is holding on to. And hopefully today we can get a little insight into what the collective listening here really needs to hear to heal, where we can focus on to progress, what archetype the collective of humanity is moving into next. And yeah, we're just going to see what comes up. So we're going to begin now and start the healing at the root chakra. As soon as I start tapping in with the tuning forks, I always start to get a little lightheaded. The tones just really, really bring you back to your natural state. So just close your eyes and relax. We'll see what comes through. Okay, so the root chakra, this is located at the very base of the spine. It's this red, glowing, vibrant, fiery energy center. And this area is all about our personal safety and security, stability, or just our everyday needs being met. So we're sending healing energy here. So just breathe into the knowing that you are safe and secure, envisioning all of your needs being met, all of your physical needs, releasing any feelings of lack or scarcity. I'm getting the message for anyone who resonates that a detox of the physical vessel may be beneficial here. This is something that keeps coming up for me and others. If you feel if you feel like this energy center is blocked for you in any way, releasing physical energy from the body is always the best way to instantly remove blockages of the root. So doing some sort of releasing ceremony, energetic cord cutting, but also a physical cleanse or some sort of like fasting or juice fast to detox and reset the physical as we move into this like spring, summer, abundant energy to make room for the new coming in. And doing things for the feminine like yoni steams, and then for everyone, just sweating in the sauna, going for walks throughout the day, going power walking after you eat a meal. The tuning rod is meant to break up the stagnant energy, and then doing a detox will provide a vehicle for it to release from the physical body. So you want to break up the energy and then have a release point to move it out. And doing meditation or energy work to move all the stagnant energy in the vessel down, down, down into the feet, and then pulling it out through the feet. The feet have been coming up a lot for me. Using those ginger foot pads to put on the bottom of your feet while you sleep, it pulls the toxins from your body. The feet just really hold a lot of energy because that's where we release energy. That's where it exits the body. So just taking care of this area. Same with the hands. Soaking them, oil, massage the palms and the bottoms of the feet to keep the energy flowing so it doesn't get backed up and cause you problems. We're calling in the energy of reset now for the renewal and release of toxins. So let's move this energy up now into the lower belly, into the sacral chakra. Switch tuning forks. This is the sensual, orange, brilliant energy center. It holds the emotional body. It's centered around our relationships with others and with ourselves. So any areas of past, sexual dysfunction or any lingering energy from past partners could be stored here. It can create stagnant energy or blockages. It can prevent us from calling in new partners. So sending a blast of orange Reiki healing here now. Any issues centered around self-worth and self-love. Sending support, reminding you to make sure you're taking enough time for yourself, to love your own self and honor your physicality, your own sensuality. The sacral is all about sensual comforts, focusing on yourself, your own happiness, your environment, whose energy you interact with on a daily basis. And just really making self-care more of a priority and a daily ritual is something that's going to reduce stress and just make it easier to maintain a healthy, grounded base in yourself. It's really how you maintain a healthy mind, body, spirit balance. Keeping physical wellness, decreasing anxiety, it helps with sleep issues, just promoting overall happiness, because naturally you raise your vibration when you are taking care of yourself and loving yourself the way you would love another. So starting the day with self-care, starting small even with just a daily gratitude affirmation, having unwinding rituals that bring joy into your life, nurturing yourself, validating your own emotions, holding space for yourself the way you wish someone else would. Anything that brings you closer to a state of inner calm, doing something to spoil the inner child. This is something that keeps coming up. Get yourself a present that your child self would have loved. There's so much craziness in the collective right now that I feel is actively triggering the sacral energy center. And it's just really, I'm seeing a lot of wounds and dysfunction rising to the surface because of this. And we could be seeing this come up in ourselves or in other people. And I just really am getting that in these moments we need to appeal to our inner child, because these are moments of vulnerability. So loving the child in us. And there's ways, tons of ways to do that. But one way is to simply, add some special ambiance to your home or your comfort space in your home, and to make you feel more relaxed. Raising the vibrations of your space with things like, simple things like fairy lights or music, pleasing scents, adding plants, adding new art that stimulates your imagination, creating comfortable places to sit, getting an oil diffuser machine, then you can go to this space and give yourself time to unwind when you need to ground. This is appeasing the inner child. And it's a calmness within the storm that undoubtedly we're all craving that right now. It fills that emotional need of needing to be held. So we heal, we release and forgive now any lingering wounds that we're still carrying in this center of the body. The emotional centers are now clear flowing and radiating love. And let's move the energy upwards now into the solar plexus. So the bright golden yellow action center, just behind our belly buttons. We're clearing the center now. We're opening up to our ability to consciously manifest into the world around us. Holding insecurities or not having enough faith in yourself can block this chakra. So we're sending yellow electric light here to break up any blockages now. We're moving the energy, allowing it ease and flow. Any projects that we're working on are now effortlessly manifesting. Everything we've been working on and dreaming of is moving forward with ease, and it's emerging to the physical now. As we take one small action step towards our larger goal, we see an abundance flow from our efforts instantly. We're in prime manifesting energies right now, so we surrender and we embrace that. Relieving now any excess pressure that we've placed on ourselves. Any meaningless urgencies or stagnant energies are now removed. We release anxiety. We call in peaceful, relaxing sleep. I'm really hearing that we all need to be paying attention to our dreams right now. To meditate before bed And if you're open to this type of guidance and wisdom, to ask your guides to show you what you need to see before bedtime. There's a lot of dream wisdom available to us right now for anyone open to that type of guidance. Energy is flowing through this area now with no resistance, and let's keep it moving up into the heart. Feel it now in the chest, the unconditional love center. Deep green area. So powerful, it's magical, and it's so rich when the heart center is activated. When it's healed and when it's properly lit up, we now raise our vibrations. We hold the love frequency in our hearts. We reverberate it out to the collective now. Definitely feeling that lightheaded sensation. This is how we experience a shift in our outward reality and how we will experience real change. We are open to experience timeline jumps that steer us onto a more positive, happy, and uplifted experience. All those participating today, in each moment we live in deep gratitude. We live with integrity and authenticity. We do our best to flow in the present moment in love. Definitely feel that energy moving. We hold unconditional love for all humanity now, not just for a romantic partner. It can be that, but holding the frequency of bliss, gratitude, and timeless love now. The heart chakra essence is about the greater universal love for all of humanity and the collective as a whole, for mankind and all of existence. We operate out of right action, and we detach from ego. We receive the reality we deeply desire now. We align with the universe in love and abundance. Fulfillment seeks us because the universe is love. We attract that now. We now release any guilt programs, past lodged traumas, regret, any shame programming. We release any lack mentalities or overthinking programming. We channel and call in green ray light into our heart space in its place. I'm getting the message that we can use moon water made under a new moon, interestingly, rather than a full moon, during this time in releasing rituals and banishing spells. Or you can simply make new moon water and pour it over your hands and envision whatever it is you want to let go of being washed away from you. I'm getting that message for a lot of you. Let's move this beautiful emerald energy now higher and higher up into the throat. We're shooting blue beams of Reiki healing into this area now. Feel powerful movement energy coming out here. This is allowing us to speak our truth and our opinions freely and openly. To live authentically without operating or making decisions from a place of fear. We project confidence. We harness our internal violet flame and we move it through the throat now, blasting apart blockages, allowing us to embody the true, perfect version of ourselves. Singing is a really great way to unblock the throat. If you feel any stagnancy or fear here, or like there's any tension or anxiety being held in this area, if you feel yourself stuttering or choking on your words, it could be releasing energy here. Removing now any old scarring lingering from childhood or from young adulthood. There were moments where the voice was stifled. We're sending a beautiful blue tidal wave of healing here now. We bring forth our truth and sovereignty with conscious aware intention. If anyone's experiencing any issues with anxiety or insomnia, you may want to look into doing a house cleanse or casting some sort of energetic protection in the home. This kind of ties into what I was getting at the beginning about detoxing or cord cutting. I feel like some of you have energetic ties that need to be removed. The sucking energy off of you. But it's affecting the voice, the throat chakra, and it's casting. And doing these protections is like telling the universe no and removing any like negativity that's trapped inside the home or the vessel, bringing it into more a clear state. Purifying and cutting off the energetic source. So just speak your truth, hold your confidence, cast up a wall of protection around you, say only the light may be here, all else must go. And you can cut these ties yourself. So let's keep going and move the energy now. Let's keep it moving up into, ascending into the third eye now. A wave of beautiful violet light now washes over the area between your eyes, the intuition center. Sending healing to this area now. Strengthening and defining our inner sense of knowing, our ability to sense when something isn't right. Again, confidence. Feeling a lot of openings coming in for people, a lot of like psychic activations happening for people, mediumship coming online. Connecting the third eye to the rest of the chakras now. Attuning them to the intuition center throughout. Aligning so we can live authentically with our inner knowings. Focusing now on the connection between the throat and the third eye. Giving us the power to operate the vocal center off of our intuition, knowing the absolute authentic truth. Ask our guides to assist in opening the third eye if the individual is ready. We ask to be shown through dream time, for those who resonate, how we can become more psychic, how we can tap into this inner vast pool of intuition within us. May we have trust in the highest light information that comes through. Only allow positive light information to interact with us. We live now in this constant inner balance of trust and flow, with acceptance and comfort in our decisions wherever we move in life. We know that there are no wrong decisions. Every move we make, we will course correct where we're supposed to go. Coming into closer contact now with our higher self, using the third eye to tap in and become an antenna to the cosmos. Moving this beautiful violet glowing energy now, moving it up higher into the crown. Really feel it moving now, big time. Fantastic glittery white rainbow hued iridescent light is now streaming out through the top of the head, through the crown chakra. This is our divine connection to Source and to the universe, to God, to our higher selves. We allow and surrender, opening up to a more galactic perspective, receiving now any messages that need to come through for the highest light. And take a deep breath. Pulling the energy up, feeling the flow from the base of our spine and the Kundalini magic flowing all of the way up and out of the crown. This is creating a rainbow awakening moment. We can feel the tingly sensation of the energies moving. Allowing ourselves to slip into a state of ego detachment and absolute peace. We welcome that silence, thinking of nothing else. As thoughts enter our sphere of consciousness, we accept them and release them into the ether. Allowing a complete final detox of the full chakra system now. Asking our galactic counterparts to assist in removing any leftover stagnant dark energy out of the vessel that needs to go. Please take it with you. We release all that no longer serves us to be recycled back to the One. Feeling the energy flow up and down the spine. Visualize it filling your entire body, soothing any issues that are still lingering now. Removing any leftover doubt or negative thought forms. Any out of balance attachments are now dissolved. We are corrected into the highest light. And the healing has been received. Closing now. When you're ready, let us begin to come back into our body and ground back in. Slowly notice, take time to feel any differences you may feel within the vessel, within your physical body, or within your energetic body. Take note and ask yourself if you feel any lighter. Does it feel like the chi or your inner fire is moving and flowing through the body any easier? Just take a deep breath. You can get some water now. Open your eyes when you feel ready. And remember that you can return to this healing and listen again anytime that you need a boost or refresher. Anytime you feel called. This is a timeless healing. The energy is truly infinite and it can be received as many times as you're open to it. I'm going to continue sending Reiki throughout the video, but I wanted to shift into discussing some astrology for the month of April, what we've seen, what we will see, and some of the energies that I know we're all feeling right now. This video is about the rare second new moon of the month occurring in April, the new moon solar eclipse in Taurus occurring on April 30th, 2022. People in the spiritual community are referring to this as the Black Moon Eclipse Portal. I'm going to light some sage again, clear the space after that heavy sound clearing. You can relax, get some water again if you haven't. Sit up if you feel ready to. Snapping also helps disperse energy. Go around your head. Okay. So we did have a new moon on April 1st of this month, and now we're going to experience a rare second new moon of the month, and this doesn't happen very often. It's a huge transition portal gateway that we're smack dab in the center of right now. It's really time for self-reflection. It's a great time for shadow work and to really take part in an inner transformation for those of us that are ready and feeling called. We're going to be seeing as an individual and in the collective some past aspects may be coming up for us, but they're coming up to be healed once and for all. It's a lot of like justice energy coming up right now in the collective. Also in individuals, you may have people come back from your past and give you an apology out of nowhere. It's just that type of energy. Also could involve past life information coming up to the surface, maybe through dreams or visions, moments, memories. You see something and it triggers you. And that may just be calling us to maybe even do some inner child healing or trauma healing, which if that resonates with you, please do keep me in mind, because I am currently in the process of creating a Healing the Inner Child course, which I'm so excited about, and that's going to be my first course ever that I'll be producing, and that will be available to purchase within the coming months, so stay tuned for that. But there's huge importance and potency in healing the inner child and that sort of trauma work. And it's really one of the first things I recommend to people who are either new on their spiritual awakening journey or people who've been in the game for a while and they're feeling stuck, or they're looking like for an area to really just go deeper and dive into fully. Because really, as we take the time and we heal with love, when we can just let go really truly of the past, that's how we release karmic ties that bind us. That's how we rewrite intentions, and that's how we create a new future for ourselves. So now's the time that we go in, we clean up those last things that are still lingering, and then we direct our energy on co-creating. We need to shift from letting go of the past and focusing on building new earth. Finally letting go and being done with it so that we can focus and channel all of our energy into what do we want to create now. You know, let's let go of these last 3 years of trauma that the whole collective has been just riddled with. And let's redirect all of that energy that we've been focusing into fear and worry and focus it on hope, joy, and renewal. I truly feel the worst of it is behind us. And now we need to focus on healing the trauma, healing the trauma in the children that these last 3 years for a child is an eternity. That's where we need to focus on creating the new now. And during this new moon solar eclipse energy portal, magic is truly in the air. We are crafting this magic now. We're moving into this spring energy. We're waking up. This time is very conducive to energy work, for manifestation magic. But we really need to make sure that we stay focused on what we want, not what we don't want. Where we keep our focus, that's what we're going to instantly manifest right now. So we need to stop focusing on lack mentality, on this hurt me, I lost this, and focus on what we want, because we're going to be seeing instant manifestations right now. It's a fantastic time to start something new. Visions and miracles are incoming. New moons, they really just represent new beginnings, new cycles, completion of old cycles, the beginning of new, beautiful renewal energy for creating new habits or planting new seeds of intention. And then a new moon in Taurus, that causes us to ask ourselves to reflect on, what can I do to feel more financially secure? What can I do to work on reframing my relationship with money for the better? How I view money. Can I flip it so I look at money and feel excited about it? Oh, if I had this, I could buy this. Not, oh, I don't have this, so I can't get this. Flipping the energy to call it in and attract the abundance to you. Even if we don't believe it, fake it till you make it. That's the energy that we need to work with right now. Because Taurus is a grounded earth sign. It rules financial systems, the physical body, personal resources, personal comforts, and sensual pleasures. It's really just a terrific 4-week window right now, the month of April, to work on strengthening our sense of personal financial security. Not even just money, but resources to feel stable, really root chakra, sacral, solar plexus energy. Really playing off of this spring-summer energy that is washing over the planet, at least the part of the planet where I am right now. But you can feel it coming in. It's that palpable, sensual energy that Taurus season has. As we keep moving deeper and deeper into spring and summer, you can just feel the planet awaken, and it's gaining more restless and excited. It's just this fertile time of year where we're emerging from a long winter. The sun is entering a more stable Taurus after leaving fiery, hot-headed Aries on April 20th, yesterday, today. That is giving us kind of a breath of fresh air because, this happens each time the sun changes signs, because as we can see, each sign seems to be next to, on each side of it, its polar opposites. So moving from Taurus into its polar opposite, or almost polar opposite, Aries, moving from Aries into Taurus, we'd been inundated with this potent, fiery Aries energy for a while. And there'd been a lot of significant planets that were all in Aries too for some moments, including Mercury, that rules communication. So we've all been feeling that. If anyone's been feeling intensity, it was all of that fire, all of that Aries. So that energy can manifest as frustration, or it can manifest as like feeling, like that king and queen of wands vibes, where we're just manifesting effortlessly and we're commanding our reality around us. We could have just been enjoying the lusty, sensual, action-orientated energy. And shifting into Taurus, we're still holding on to that sensual, sexual energy, but moving into a much more chill version of Taurus, where it's just like more laid back and receiving, a little bit more feminine. And that may be a welcome change for some. And then all the planets are direct right now too, up until the 29th of April, when retrograde season begins. And so the next few days is the time to really get our shit together, really get everything in order, and make final push on projects that we're working on that we really want to see actual physical progress with. Having all the planets direct is just perfect energy for creating and manifesting. And then Taurus is super grounded and good at bringing things into the physical. The energy super earthy and physical, and that assists in that aspect too. And having that strength, stubbornness of the bull, when it's operating in its light aspect, we're empowered and we're strong. We got our head in the game, we're working hard, and we're getting stuff done. And the new moon solar eclipse on the 30th is in fact coinciding with the pagan holiday Beltane, which I have a separate whole video on. If you check out my channel, I go into the energetics and the meaning behind Beltane much deeper there. But it's the same celebration that a lot of us know as May Day, which is a celebration of spring and fertility, abundance, around the time of Easter. It's that renewal energy and the return of the sun, fertility, and then, of course, worshiping the male phallic symbol. Because it is when animals are emerging from their slumber and they're mating, and, the energy is kicking up. It's coming alive again. People are celebrating by indulging in physical sensual pleasures, whether they know it or not. A lot of people are out there having bonfires. They're getting rowdier. They're feeling more alive. They're celebrating with loved ones. It's just really a time, Beltane, to celebrate the upcoming abundance that summer is going to bring. And then saying thank you and showing gratitude, calling in a potent, fertile spring. So with the new moon solar eclipse on the 30th as well, we're going to be experiencing a period of fast, rapid change. It being a rare second new moon of the month, it's going to bring intensity, rapid movement, and just a chance and opportunity for us to assert our true selves if we wish to take it. It's opening the door, but we choose if we want to walk through it. For those of us who feel called, who are ready, if you're listening to this, I'm sure you're resonating with that. The new moon in Taurus is also conjuncting Uranus. So this is going to trigger a cycle of unpredictable, sudden shifts. That's the Uranus energy. And it's going to be happening personally and also throughout the planet in a very, because of Taurus, a very physical, tangible way. Possibly even relating to global financial systems crashing or something like that. It's going to be an increase in curveball energy. It also marks the opening of the eclipse portal, eclipse season, which is going to span for about 6 months out from there. And although there's potential for that to be a really chaotic period, it's also going to offer, again, for those of us who want to take that, leaps for our progress and our growth, it's going to offer us a chance to greatly accelerate movements forward. We're going to have to learn to roll with the punches in this energy and ride these etheric waves. And if we're up for the challenge, we're going to see great movement in our physical lives. We just need to stay grounded, keep our vibration high, and stay optimistic. On April 5th, going back a couple weeks, Venus left Aquarius and moved into Pisces, which made us less analytical, less in the mind when it comes to matters of love, less critical, less detached from love and relationships, Pisces is more about diving deep into watery emotional depths of new love. It's that energy. Mermaid love, you know, where we're less in the head and more in the heart. Love is just more enjoyable with Venus and Pisces. It makes us more open to connect on common spiritual values and the meaning of life. Having those deep late night conversations with new intimate partners. It brings us closer in our intimate relationships and our friendships and our close family relationships. We need to make sure that we're also, though, staying grounded and realistic through all of the Piscean energy right now, because as of April 20th, today when I'm recording this video, we currently have 4 planets all in Pisces. Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Neptune. That's big energy, okay? And this is also rivaled right now with having Taurus has the Sun, Mercury, Uranus, and the North Node are all in Taurus, okay? So we do have a lot of dreamy Neptunian Piscean energy, but then we're able to have this magical connection to Earth, stay grounded through all of the Taurus. It's just been such a magical month of April, okay? On the 12th, we experienced a once-in-a-lifetime event where Jupiter and Neptune conjunct in Pisces. And that occurred for the first time in like 150-something years. And it's said to have an effect on us for the next coming 13 years, where it's going to keep bringing in major shifts in consciousness. It's going to spring massive spiritual growth for the collective. We're all going to see increase in intuition, increase in our ability to connect to the spiritual realm through the veil. It's going to just be highly intensified because of Neptune being in Pisces. But then our luck, our manifestation, our ability to create our dreams in the physical, our ability to manifest with the planet of luck and ascendance, Jupiter, Neptune and Jupiter conjuncting. It's a time to just surrender as best we can, to let go, trust the universe has everything aligned for our highest good, because it does. Focus on keeping your vibes high, because everything we're thinking right now, because of this conjunction, everything we feel and believe in our subconscious, everything we're even daydreaming about, highlighted by Neptune, is going to actualize right now in the physical in a huge, real way, manifesting exactly how we envision it, for the good or bad, because of Jupiter, okay? So this is expect the unexpected type of energy, where anything is possible. This is why I keep saying it's such a powerful energy for manifesting. It's very like spiritual warrior for truth energy. Like changes are coming. Oh, and then cruising right along, and we're only at the 16th, we had a full moon in Libra. You know, that came in to illuminate with this feminine, this divine feminine, any hidden power struggles that we're having in the collective. Anywhere we're being manipulated through relationships or people misusing their power over us. That's all coming to the surface now for karma to be basically delivered and balanced, for the good or bad. We're all going to receive exactly what we deserve. Blessings or lessons. And it's going to guide us towards the highest timeline, which is then culminating on the 30th. We're all receiving the karma that we deserve as individuals, and then as collective pods. Libra is practical, logical, fair-minded, diplomatic. She delivers resolutions with this soft Venus energy, like kind of like a mom, you know, smoothing out the energy to where people can just get along. There's balance and deliverance of divine karmic justice with that full moon that occurred on the 16th. It causes us to just, again, surrender and allow, trust and know the magic is on its way. You put in the work, and now is the time to manifest it by getting excited about it so that you can call it in and be an energetic match to receive it. And then on the 29th of April, leading up to the new moon solar eclipse in Taurus, there's going to be 2 events occurring, okay? First, Pluto will go retrograde in Capricorn. that's going to invite us all to reflect on our relationships with power, again, and authority figures where darkness and abuse has been coming in through these systems. That, again, it's exposing the darkness. The energy of a Pluto retrograde, especially in Capricorn, okay, is conducive to a massive disclosure event. It's a time where major truths are revealed to the people, just as an example. It's just a great time to release attachments and reflect, to take accountability for anywhere we've been giving our power away. It's time again to cut cords, redirect energy into positive things. A Pluto retrograde always invites us to look inward for personal transformation. Being in Capricorn, too, it's encouraging us to even just declutter our space and reorganize and do some spring cleaning. The second event on April 29th is Mercury is going to leave Taurus and enter its home sign, Gemini. So we're going to see this quicken communication dynamics. It's going to allow us to acquire new information with greater ease. We're going to see movement in our personal business pursuits or any other areas where communication comes into play daily. It's just ease, flow, no misunderstandings. We're going to be getting some boosted confidence with this energy as well. Feeling like we are speaking with confidence and knowing what we're talking about. Also has an effect on romantic relationships, of course, because it's going to make it easier to communicate our feelings openly. With all that Piscean energy too, and Taurus, it may be a good time to declare feelings even. Okay, so with this new moon, it's the perfect time for those who feel called, like I mentioned, to do a detachment ritual. And I have one that I wanted to share with you. This is to firstly detach from the old, and secondly, to set intentions to call in what you want as the moon waxes. So this is the ritual. I'm going to give it to you guys for anyone who's interested. Of course, with any type of ceremony or ritual, you want to first do a clearing, okay? You want to cast a protective circle and declare that only the light may be there. You also need to make sure that you are doing nothing that would have an effect on anyone else's free will, okay? Doing a ceremony to call in abundance or something like that is purely white magic, so I just wanted to mention that. So this isn't demonic or anything. This is calling in abundance, calling in the good karma that you are owed. And this is just a new moon detachment and abundance ritual. So this is what you will need. You'll need a piece of string, a white candle, and a lighter. And then here are the steps. Okay, number 1, you're going to tie a knot on the left side of the string, and as you do so, think of what it is you want to banish. Keep in mind that it's always a good idea to banish with love rather than anger or frustration or hate or malice. Thank it for what it taught you and then send it away in love. Number 2, you're going to notice how the tighter that you pull the knot, the lighter you feel. Just feel that energetic sensation. Number 3, tie a knot on the right side now. And as you tie this knot, really feel what you want to call in. Feel this empowering energy that it brings you as you receive it. Really hold that space and energy inside you. Number 4, as you pull the knot tighter, imagine it coming closer and closer to you. See it and feel it in love and call it in and be a match to it. Number 5, when you feel ready and you have a clear mind, light the candle and then hold the center of the string over the flame. And as the string burns, say this: severing cords away from me, I call in the powers that be. Magic flame, release this negative energy away from me, and with love I release what is tied to me. No harm is done to anyone. I call in the most positive outcome. So be it. Okay, number 6, you can burn the rest of the negative side and then keep the knot of what you are calling in. And then you can take it and you can place it on your altar or on a window facing east to finish the ritual. I love that. And I also wanted to give you guys an essential oil blend for anyone interested to go along with the new moon energies. You can wear this on your skin, or you can anoint the oil on a candle and burn that for protection. Also supporting wisdom and purification energies. But the oil blend is 1 part sage oil, 1 part sandalwood oil, 1 part angelica oil, 1 clove, and then a pinch of salt. Okay, and lastly, for the witchy portion of this video, it's all pretty witchy, I guess, but I have one more white magic spell I wanted to give you guys. This one is very simple, very basic, and it's just to increase health and vitality. And this, I felt, went along really well with this, the theme of this video, and just new moon energy in general. So I'm sure most people listening already know that a quartz crystal emits a frequency of energy or a vibration, and it can be used for healing. So for this spell, you just need to wash a crystal quartz in warm soapy water, whatever one you want to work with for this ritual. And then hold, and make sure that it's with running water, okay? And then hold the crystal in both hands. Close your eyes and imagine being bathed in white light that's emanating from the crystal. And then visualize if you have any area in your body that's in pain, if you have any illness, any chronic issues, you can point the crystal at that site. Or if you're just wanting an overall energetic healing or physical healing of the whole vessel, just move it up and down over yourself, imagining a stream of light flowing from the crystal, bathing the area in its pure white rays of light. And then that is delivering the healing of the physical and of the energetic body. And then when you're satisfied, you can either place the crystal under your pillow or near your pillow while you sleep, and you'll continue to receive the rest of the effects. So this is just a super simple, basic technique for anyone who's interested in working with crystals, who doesn't really know where to start, and it really works. I've done this many times. You can even do it every night if you want to. Will do no harm, that's for sure. Okay, so let's move on to the oracle reading now. I'm just going to do a short session. I do want to ask the guides and any of the angels present here today to please assist and deliver any guidance or wisdom that needs to come through for those listening today. We are open to receive anything that's for our highest good right now. Any messages that we need to know during this new moon solar eclipse portal coming up in the next 10 days as we move into the month of May, as we move into spring. What do we need to know? What do we need to watch out for? How can we prepare spiritually? What can we expect for blessings? Okay, so let's start with the Rumi deck, as I like to. This video is going to get long. Okay, so what is some life advice for the collective listening to this video? And the next steps we're heading. Let's get some wisdom about where we're moving into, what we're embodying that's coming next. Okay, I pulled card number 23, which is called Star Mother Arrakis. I'm just going to read a little bit about this. This is the guidance that comes with this card. It says, lay down your old weapons, for new technology awaits you. It is the most significant of forces, that of divine alignment, of surrender to the Star Mother and her way of luminous potency. From her great vantage point, the vastest problems of our earthly mindsets are merely in need of a quick whipping by the tail of a comet. And this she easily achieves by flicking a strand of her hair or poking out her tongue. In the hands of a greater being, even your deepest trials will succumb to divine victory. Your ability to take the journey will be strengthened, and your success only a matter of the passing of time. Can you give yourself this gift, this blessing of the love, power, and protection of your star heritage? We all descend from the stars, but some of us are asked to remember to acknowledge the divine parentage from which we come and to allow the innate divine dignity within to restore us to faith in the path here on earth. This sounds a little bit like inner child healing. No matter how dark life on earth may seem at times, when we remember our holy heritage, we can also realize, yes, I am blessed, held as one with the Mother who shall not be deterred from great holy purpose. I shall prevail. I forgot that and feared, but now I remember and am determined once more. So this is kind of just like tapping in and feeling like you're not really alone, that you do have guides. I think this is the message coming through for those that are feeling really hopeless, feeling despair, feeling alone, that you're not alone. You're being guided, you're being protected. Your angels are with you. Your deceased loved ones are with you. The galactics, your future selves, are watching you and sending you love. To meditate, connect with the stars at nighttime. If you can lay in bed and look out the window, meditate with the stars, and you will receive that love. Then you shall feel joy and be inclined to dance, to sing, to make your art, and to live fearlessly once again. Yes, so raising your vibration, not letting any feelings of doubt and artificial despair that may come up in our emotions really stay with us and affect us, just letting it move through. And then there's a sacred honoring ritual that comes with this card. It says, open your hands up above your head and say, through unconditional love and divine mercy, through the blessings of the ancient master and sages, including Brother Rumi, who loves without condition, I call upon the blessings of the stars, the remembrance of my divine heritage, and the gift of spiritual success. I call upon the assurance of my soul's triumph and the luminous embrace of the Holy Mother. I honor my soul's needs for art and for expression and for creativity now, from a pure and loving place within me, so be it. So they say that creativity is like a divine thing, that a lot of artists have an open channel to the divine, and that when we're creating art, we feel closer to God. So if you're feeling abandoned by God or abandoned by spirit, connecting in with your creativity is really going to open you back up and make you feel that connection to divinity, because it will come in through the form of inspiration and art and creativity. I'm going to pull a Starseed Gateway Oracle now, or Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. And I want to know, what will we be embodying as a collective through this new moon solar eclipse portal? Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. So I did ask for any galactics who felt called to participate today, and if any of you resonate with the Pleiadian starseeds, definitely feel they're here today. I am also wearing my Herkimer diamond pendant, which is heavy Pleiadian energy. I actually had a dream a few months ago where Pleiadian beings came to me and said that I needed to work with the Herkimer diamond, and it would open me up to their energy, and I'd resonate more with them. So if anyone feels called to get a Herkimer diamond, I've been seeing really great results working with that and receiving some pretty good energetic activations in my heart chakra. I'm feeling more patient, more of that like motherly love influence. So this is coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. The Pleiades, also known as the Seven Sisters, is an open star cluster found in the northwest of the constellation Taurus. These bright blue luminous stars, which formed in the last 100 million years, are among the stars closest to Earth and are the closest, or the cluster most obvious to the naked eye. It is for this reason that they've been connected to many spiritual traditions throughout the ages. This gateway transports us to a space where we can witness the great coming together of the Pleiades. Each and every single star within the cluster is representative of a nation of divine beings. The Pleiades are said to be human-like beings. The Pleiadians, are said to be human-like beings who honor the feminine and live in an advanced way that we on Earth could also experience if we were to accept and honor the holiness of the female body. If we were able to travel to the Pleiades in the third-dimensional world, we would not find these beings. However, for they have transcended the physical state and operate on a higher vibration. Pleiadian energy is about coming together in peace and in harmony. You're blessed to receive this gateway, for it's a powerful message of assurance that whatever uncomfortable energy you're experiencing right now will soon be washed away. And with that feminine energy, definitely feeling a resurgence of the feminine with that Libra full moon, kind of like the Divine Mother coming in, delivering justice, taking care of the children who were harmed and wronged, taking the predators off the planet, us as individuals rebalancing the divine feminine within all of us. Even if you are a masculine vessel, we all have a spark of feminine within us, honoring that. It says the Pleiadians are beings who live in complete honor of their planets and their people. They acknowledge that in seeing and connecting with one another, they have an opportunity to see and experience the divine. They also know the consequences of disrespecting others. It's for this reason that this is no longer possible for them. If they are being challenged by loved ones now, aim to shift the dynamics of this relationship through a loving approach. The lesson you're facing at this time is an opportunity to heal old wounds and operate from a higher state of being. So don't stoop to their level if you're dealing with drama. I know I've also had enough of having to be the bigger person, but you're not doing it for them. You're doing it to keep your own inner energetic space clean and free from toxicity and clean from other people's crap. We need to focus on keeping our vibrations high. So try not to get caught up in the things that triggered you as much, because it's going to keep you in that triggered fight or flight state where we're just spinning a lot of energy out that could be redirected for better things, like creating new earth. And this is just, I know it's really hard, but this is what we want. This is what the guides and this, the angels are telling us to work on embodying through this portal energy. Okay, so I just got a brand new deck from Rebecca Campbell and Katie Louise, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with their decks. This is their new one called the Rose Oracle. And I pulled a card. I wanted to know what energies the Divine Feminine wants us to know right now. And I pulled Plant Yourself Here, Integration, Embodiment, and Grounded Action. This sounds exactly like everything that has been coming up through this entire video. So I'm going to read what it says. It says, in the picture, by the way, the art on this card is beautiful. It's a woman meditating with roses above her, and it looks like she's just dissolving into the earth with roots coming down beneath her. It's just beautiful balance, connecting with the earth and the feminine that resides in the cosmos as well. It's just beautiful energy. So it says, invite your soul to come all the way in, from your knees to your nose, your cheeks to your toes. Fully embody your life. Drop the defensive walls. Let your soul land and occupy each and every cell. Anchor all parts of you into the here and now. Life is here even when death is here. Birth isn't possible without it. And you came here to bring this world anew. Don't you remember? Fully commit to living this life. Put your 2 feet and your ancient soul wholly and completely in. Yes, so that idea of anchoring in the physical, pulling in from the etheric, and then balancing that. So that we can, yes, it's like the connection between the third eye and the throat. Balancing the intuition and then using it to manifest in the physical. This is the card of the one who's committed to being the bridge between heaven and earth, the embodied mystic. They know that they don't need to denounce either heaven or earth. Rather, they are a weaver of worlds. Exactly. Of this world, but not from here. Here to embody their soul more and more with each new day. Here to weave the sacred back into everyday life. Yes, I think we're all feeling the resurfacing of ancient traditions, connecting back into nature, removing ourselves from systems that are man-made and toxic, and connecting back to our roots. What we're feeling more called to, like gardening, holistic approaches, homeschooling the children. This card is an invitation to commit more fully to your life as a soul having a human experience, to invite your soul to grow roots that reach deep so that you can grow tall. I love that. To commit to your humanity and your expansion at once. The rose invites us to embrace all stages of life on earth. And by the rose, that definitely means the feminine. From the buds to the bloom, from the cutting back to the fruit. Her beauty and sweet scent are an embodiment of heaven, a nectarious reward for being here. The rose reminds us to take a moment to properly enjoy the sweetness and that heaven really can be a place on earth. How can you commit more to your life? So I think that message is for anyone who is finding like they're getting sucked too much into the daily grind and they're not focusing enough on their meditation and their spiritual practices and their yoga. Or it's also for people that feel like they're not grounding enough, that life is too hard, so they're going to just go out of body. Like they can't be here. It's for both the people that need to ground in more and for those who need to release more. It's always about balance. It's not about having a super powerful chakra. It's about having a balanced, flowing system. It's like an ecosystem. We don't want one species to be dominating too much. We want balance within all and harmony so that it nurtures and everything can grow together. Okay, I'm going to pull an archetype card now. Probably my favorite deck. I really get the most wisdom out of this deck. And this is the archetype that we will be embodying in this new moon solar eclipse portal and the shadow that we need to learn from. Okay, so I pulled the Lover card. It's beautiful. It has a swan. Very spring energy. It's card 17. The heart, the beloved, the devoted. It says, pulsing through the heart of the lover is gratitude. Again, gratitude, yes. The lover appreciates and experiences the world through the senses, Taurus. Reveling in beauty, song, art, music, sense, and sensuality. This sounds just like Taurus and Libra energy. This energy awakens at the tip of your tongue when we taste the sweetness of honey, the kiss of a lover, or speak gentle words to a child. The lover lingers in foreplay, aroused not by the getting there, but by the slow merging of self and other. This energy is usually experienced for short periods of time, as in order to feel it, we must be fully present and awake, with no expectations or rules about what should be. Rather, the lover is in awe of what the world presents, reveling in the glorious details, grateful to savor every last drop of life's offerings. So I like that it says how it usually is experienced for short periods, because we need to experience feelings probably where it's not present so that we appreciate feeling it coming in. So this is really, to me, speaking to those of us who've really been going through it, who've really been stressed, depressed, struggling, just not experiencing wins, to know that when this does come in, whether this is a new relationship, a new experience that feels good to us, we're going to appreciate it, and it's going to feel 10 times as potent. Because if we're always in that energy, it just doesn't feel as good, you know? It says, when this archetype is in its light, it's about connection, expansion, and devotion, and awe. And its shadow aspect is indulgence, attachment, and obsession. So make sure to reflect on that shadow anywhere in you. The lover archetype is present everywhere, not just where conventional forms of pleasure and beauty are found. The lover's awe is unconditional. Yep. When you hold someone's gaze for several moments, you'll feel the lover within you awaken. It is common to seek the lover in another. The true gift is finding the lover in yourself. And when you do, that is when you receive your soulmate. That's when your soulmate comes in, for those of you wondering. I do feel 2022 is it's the year, it's the 6th year, it's the year of the lovers. It's definitely a year I've been getting this message where people are going to be coming into divine union for sure. I got a brand new deck. I don't think I've used in a video yet. Oh, it's 11/11, by the way. This is called the Woodland Wardens deck. Brand new. Hot off the press. I love this deck. I'm going to pull 2 of these because they're very short. And let's just get a reading of what energies we're working with. Okay, so we have the antelope and wheat, which is nourishment. And then we have the otter and cattail, which is peace. So, anyone looking for a new oracle deck, I highly recommend this one. I'm loving it. It's just so beautiful. And the art is very beautiful. So we have card 14 first. Oh no, it's not 14, sorry. That's an L. Thought it was an I. Okay, the antelope and wheat, nourishment. Antelopes are associated with community. Traveling in large herds, they work together to detect predators, locate food, and care for the young and old. This way, the group supports the thriving of each individual. Likewise, golden sheaves of wheat are ancient symbols of prosperity. Relatively easy grain to grow, store, and convert to flour, and a staple crop around the world, wheat is closely associated with wealth and abundance. Together, the antelope and wheat call us to nourish ourselves and our communities. You're feeling fulfilled, nourished, secure. Celebrate your good fortune by sharing it with others in need. Invest in your community. Ensure you're supported in leaner times. Who or what makes you feel nourished? What fills my proverbial cup? So taking care of the physical body again, taking care of the emotional body. And when your cup is full and you feel balanced and in a good place, reaching out to your loved ones, friends, communities, and helping others. That's what I feel the message is really trying to tell us there. And then the otter and cattail is about peace. It says the otter glides through the water with grace and fluidity, a beautiful sight to behold. The otter's playful swim brings calm and joy to those who witness it. The cattail is a symbol of peace and prosperity. It can be used for a variety of domestic purposes, from basket weaving and bedding to home insulation. It's also a nourishing food. You're entering a time of peace and tranquility. Enjoy it, allowing yourself to relax fully. Do I allow myself to enjoy peace when it finds me? Am I struggling needlessly against a strong current? Yes, self-imposed martyrdom is a way that we process trauma that's unhealed. We don't feel we deserve to receive and relax. We always need to be struggling, working. We don't deserve to just sit still and be happy and receive. We don't feel worthy. These are all programmings that when we do self-care rituals, when we take care of the physical body, our self-confidence grows. We heal these traumas and wounds. We realize we're worthy of love. When we can give it to ourselves, that's when we'll call in and know that we're worthy and divine of it from other people. A lot of us are operating in a state of trauma and then wondering why we're not able to manifest. It's because we're kind of blocking it. We need to detach. We need to call in higher vibration so that we're an energetic match to all these things that we want, that we're really blocking because we're like, well, I really want this, but I'm not worthy. You are worthy. If that guy has it and they're worthy, he's no different than you. You are also worthy. The second we acknowledge that, we cut the programming and we heal. So asking from the Mother of All Creation Oracle deck of 52 divine traits, what are 2 divine traits we can embody right now through this new moon solar eclipse portal? And the 2 divine traits I pulled are, number 1, divine humility. So these are all things we can keep in mind, okay? Humility is a state of being as opposed to arrogance or pride. Humbleness requires a presence in every moment, to look at each situation with a completely unattached point of view, without judgment. Keep your head held high, but not too high. Be humble. Be an example for others. So this is not letting yourself get pulled, dragged down into someone else's lower vibration. When you can keep your vibration high, other people can be spinning out around you, and you will be able to remain in a high vibration because you'll be able to remain detached. Like the parent looking at their child who's throwing a tantrum, sending them love, knowing that they're just working through something, but not letting yourself get pulled into their mania. And then the second one I pulled is divine childlike wonder. Again, healing the inner child, healing the wounds from the past. Even if these weren't child wounds, just any past wounds. It says, be pulled by the magnetism of our heart in wonderment. Sing, dance, play, laugh. Yes, raise your vibration. This incredibly freeing state opens our vessel, allowing the potent healing energy all around us to enter. Do not confuse childish behavior programming with divine childlike wonder. Yes, so there's a difference between playing with the inner child and being immature and toxic and just perpetuating negative, immature karmic cycles and triggering. And so finding and healing within and finding the balance between those 2 things. I have this deck that, okay, it's not a deck, sorry. It's a book. It's an oracle book. It's called Instant Magic by Semra Haxaver, and it's guidance to all of life's questions from your higher self. So, flipping through the book, I was going to flip through and just read 3 quick quotes that we land on. So you just thumb through the book, and whatever page you land on is what the oracle wants to tell you from your higher self. So number 1, it's time to air your opinions. Okay, throat chakra energy. Are you keeping something in that you want to say? For true alignment, always start with the question, am I being true to myself? Yes, throat chakra again. And then, okay, we landed on page 222. It says, you've been sent here as you're being called to check in with balance in your life. This could be with friends, partners, or at work. The energy is felt heavy. This can also be a sign that things are about to lighten up. Cool. And then let's close this out with one last Wilderness Collide Oracle deck for fun. I love this deck. Some of the most beautiful art I've ever seen. Okay. I pulled Summer Breeze. I think that's a good sign. It says, take time today to stop and enjoy the little things. Pause, rest, and slow down, letting yourself relish the everyday pleasures within your life. Frantically rushing through our days for future moments rarely does anything for our present state of mind or happiness. I think that's beautiful energy to close this reading out with. Take the rest of the day to integrate this healing, to relax, soak it all in. Do something for your inner child. Do something that you enjoy. Pamper yourself and just take it easy. And that's all I have. So thank you guys so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like this video, share, subscribe to my channel. The links, again, to leave me a donation or a tip are in the description below. If you're interested in booking a private remote session with me, please email me at bella_imelda@yahoo.com. My menu, I'll put it in the description below. We can do cards, we can do Reiki, we can do a combo of both. Whatever, just if you're interested, email me and we can work something out. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And thank you guys again so much for being here. I love and appreciate your support so much, for coming to my channel, for subscribing, to being interested in wanting to grow, to help humanity, and I can't wait for you to see what I have coming next. I love you so much. Enjoy your day, and until next time, bye!